Alright, so winner of this will go on to face Courage in the finals.
Also, Courage guaranteeing money, some prizes.
At this point, Courage going to be walking away from this tournament with at least $25. Well, maybe more. Did they get any bounties? Let me go see.
I found that hard. I couldn't keep track, so I don't know. If you're highlighted, is that a bounty? Or bolded?
Yeah, it looks like the refs went and bolded them. First it was the asterisks, but yeah, it looks like they've all been bolded. So yeah, just doing a quick tally on the bounties. Whoops, timer didn't start. Here, let me just fix the timer real quick.
I just had a minor heart attack. Why is Yuka going so fast? Heart transplant. I'm like, what level is Yuka on? Oh, good stuff.
Okay, there we go. That should be a more accurate timer. And we've got 1, 2 for...
I think it was Biggie who picked up 2. Monster picked up 1, Ravio 1, and Waski picked up 1, I think.
Yeah, looks like Biggie Mac 2, Sivir 1, Monster Racer 1, Ravioli, Weenie 1, and Skill by 1. Yes.
Nice.
So, yeah, it looks like that's 6 bounties paid out.
Not bad. Ooh. Are we going to see Boss Shrine? What are your thoughts on Boss Shrine?
Boss Shrine on Coda is generally a no.
Because it increases bats, probably? Is that...
You having to deal with double mini-bosses can be really nasty in a lot of situations. And with Coda's item pool being as small as it is, you're almost certainly going to find some other damage source. Like, you don't you don't have that dire need for quick strength charm.
Mm-hmm. You have a dire need for not having dire bats.
Yeah, that too. Like, it just double mini-bosses means... Oh!
Wait. What?
Yuka forgetting they already had their lucky charm.
Already had it. Oh, rip. I was like, yeah, that was right. That was the right amount of beats. Oh, man.
Yep, that's
that also
the old
goes to show
awareness.
just how everything is sort of being automatic. You're just kind of playing. So, like, the right amount of beats, just doing everything. Like, these racers are not reacting beat for beat for beat. And hope not to be. That, of course, can happen. And it's real spicy when it does.
And we've got
Nomkey with an early
lead here.
Yeah. Looks like 2-1.
Yeah, pretty solid build here. A little bit of extra dig level, a little damage. Glass torch and some heavy glass for some safety. Got a lock shop here. I think that's leaping in there. You probably don't want that.
Like for damage? Would you swap torch for damage here, or do you keep the glass torch for safety?
Glass torch is far and away the best torch to have for Coda.
Gotcha.
You want, you just want to minimize surprises, because like I've said, so much of playing Coda efficiently is just about being confident, and you can be a lot more confident when you see all the enemies a mile out.
Yeah. That makes a ton of sense. Oh, that mole. Holy moly, coming in.
Oh, yeah. The moles today have been absolutely brutal, so nice handle from Nomkey there on that hole.
Yeah, one-beat enemies coming real fast. Ooh, another death for Yuka.
Yeah, Yuka kind of struggling to grab this grenade charm a number of times, too. Yeah, maybe, yeah, Yuka
got a bit of Groundhog Day happening. Just has to keep doing this same farm again and again and again. That's going to wear on you.
Yeah, you need to make sure you're keeping your wits about you, even as you run the same seed back. And it can be hard to do.
Oh, one of the worst things about Coda is leaving secret shops and having to just remember where you were last.
Yeah,
which way you have to go when you leave it.
I'm very often, like, as I approach the travel rune, I'm like, you'll see in my face cam a lot when I'm playing Coda, where I'm leaving a secret shop. Oh no, this blue dragon.
Blue dragon was putting in work. Wow.
And yeah, unfortunately, if damage gets prevented, it doesn't break freezes. So just melting the entire heavy glass being frozen on those hot holes.
Tragic.
Which, yeah, tell me how that works logically. taking burn damage from hot coals, not melting ice.
I feel like logic and this game are not necessarily really closely associated. Let's be honest. Look at what we're looking at right now. This like purple demon-y thing hopping around. Some good glutes at this speed. So you're saying usually on your face, so you're kind of like reciting the direction you have to go?
Oh yeah, yeah. When I you know, like you'll see me like the face cam, like I like lean in. That's like me looking closer at the minimap to identify the tile where the secret travel rune was, so that I'm
nice.
I'm looking for those gold tiles, like or undiggable walls that might be adjacent to it.
Makes sense.
You'll see it whenever I'm running darkness too, because I'm looking at the minimap a lot with darkness.
Oh, of course, of course.
You just get like a really good view of my forehead on my face cam.
Wait a minute. Oh, Nomkey has just normal glass now. Okay, I understand. Watch out for that hot dog. Oh, you could die into Deep Blues again. It's that Deep Blues 1. Vicious.
Deep Blues 1 and Death Metal 1 are always, you know, the big tournament killers. They always take a lot of names.
Yeah. Picking up a potion and swapping to heavy glass. Very nice for Nomkey.
Yeah, Nomkey's got this transmog here. Do they go for the ring? I think I'd go for the ring. I don't really think Mana Shield or Mana Bomb are particularly good, but I'm gonna stick with Mana here.
Mana Bomb. I have learned that, yeah, the shield and freeze just don't, unless you're using them specifically for like a boss kill or something like that, they run out so fast that it just feels like they're not even worth.
Freeze is a little bit more, is a little better. Oh, speaking of freeze,
yeah.
On Coda, in my opinion, the problem with shield though is that, you know, if you look at what kills you the most on Coda runs, it tends to be missed beats. Missed beats tend to get you the most for most people on Coda runs,
yeah.
And shield does absolutely nothing to protect against that. Also,
yeah, I mean that's even true for Arya. I find like
also
Arya,
doesn't work against gold either. So like,
right?
Yeah, the most threatening instant death stuff, shield does nothing to protect against. And if you're, you know, like on Cadence or even Arya, you know, a good use of shield oftentimes is like, oh, there's a big swarm in front of me. I'm just gonna pop it and rush in, and you know, everything can wail on me while I mash him down. It's fine. But if you do that on Coda or on Monk for that matter, you're gonna do that, and then you everything's dead, and you're like, well, now what? Like,
yeah,
I'm standing on an island in the middle of a sea of gold. Now what?
All right, Nomkey's still doing well. Did a great job of sort of after the build disintegrated in 3-1, was able to sort of put it back together, which is really nice. That's such an important thing, which also is why it's so baffling that you completed low percents. Because, yeah, the build really matters.
Yeah, low percent just requires a whole lot of caution, especially in Zone 4. It's so scary.
This is getting a little crowded here with this gold and those traps, but looks like Nomkey's gonna get through.
Going for the headgear, picking up some extra damage, and oh, it's the funny feet, and they're picking up the funny feet. Everyone, you know what to do. Everyone in chat, you know what to do.
Don't do that. Put them back. Wow. Okay, they used them, so that's cool. Why? It's just a straight downgrade from any other boot.
Hey, you can jump over gold with that.
I guess that's true. I would much prefer leaping, I think, because then I know where I'm landing. Oh, no. Hey, Ring of Peace. That's so much better.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I mean, like I said, I make it no secret, I think Peace is undisputably the best ring for Coda.
Yeah.
Just, you get so many empty rooms. I had a run the other day, like a few weeks ago, where I got to Zone 4 and with Peace, and my 4-1 was literally 2 empty rooms and the exit. Like, that's awesome. It just happens.
That's pretty great. Well, we'll see what this for. Oh, never mind. This is the end of Zone 4. So on to Conga.
Yeah, and Yuka just kind of floundering a bit here. Hopefully, we'll be able to shake this off for the next one. But yeah, on to
Nomkey
Zone 5.
did get a hit on Conga with the boots there. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, and we got a little bit of a lunge down the hallway there.
Oh man, I don't like this one bit. Like a free scroll, that'll be good for the boss. Presumably, I'm not actually sure. I think it's Coral Rift.
Yeah, I haven't been keeping track.
Using the feet for war drums too. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, just beat buffer if you need to stand still for a beat. That's kind of what I've been saying, like on Arya runs. A lot of people kind of get scared when I take leaping on Arya, and it's like, no, you can. It's a way to stand still every beat if you need to.
Yeah.
That you can't otherwise do that on Arya. It's really good.
Yuka taking rhythm. Also a really nice thing to get in Coda when you're first starting to clear it, or first attempting to clear it.
Yeah, so long as you can just kind of internalize that missing, 8th beat. It's having that little break to just take your time and think about things can help a lot. It helps you catch yourself if you start to slip off the beat.
I've really been impressed with Nomkey's play so far with these boots. Actually using them. Gonna scoot around, oh my goodness.
Just lunge around everything.
Oh, it's
and
Fortissimo.
Nomkey is looking to finish off. Yeah, it is Fortissimo.
Don't get cornered.
Yeah, this fight can be a little tricky. It's probably one of the hardest versions of Fortissimo. These devils can be a little scary, constantly spawning in.
Yeah, just diagonal movement.
Diagonal and the 3-beat pattern. Oop.
You got the freeze. You could use it. Okay, takes a hit. Goes behind the speaker. GG.
And finishes it off.
Clearing within time.
Yeah, a 11.5-minute run from Nomkey. One and done. No resets, I believe. So, yeah, well done to Nomkey.
And Nomkey's first clear of the tournament. Just scanning through, it looks like Nomkey's previous PB, let's see, was 4-3. Had 2 4-3s in round 2. Had 4-2 in round 1. Nicely done. So on the up and up. Finish a run with lunging bounty. Yes. Made it happen and used it effectively. I'm impressed. I can't use lunging on cadence, so maybe someday.
We'll see if Yuka can bounce back from that one, because that was definitely a little bit of a rough start. It started to pick up a little bit towards the end there with that Zone 2 run. But when your opponent is just refusing to die and is clearing the game, what can you do?
Yeah, though it was an 11.5-minute clear. Not blisteringly fast. Not that I'm one to judge. But Courage had a 10-minute earlier. 11.5 as well. And a couple 11.5 it looks like. So maybe that's kind of the standard pseudo-safe Coda run.
Alright, we've got an early shop here, and a little bit of difference. Yuka's going for the safety of grabbing the potion, and Nomkey's going for the safety of having a basic torch as soon as possible. They're both safety-oriented plays, just from different directions. Yuka going to be the first one down to 1-2 by a pretty small margin as we move on.
I should hope that's not the flag plant that counts. If 1-2 is then there's something seriously wrong with that 1-2. We shall see.
We had, I think in the first Coda tournament, I remember we had a 1-2 with tier 3 walls everywhere and bats in every room, with a dire bat in the exit room. And the exit room was the smallest possible room size with tier 3 walls.
Oh.
And I think I remember Mud Joe just barely finally managing to clear 1-2 with like a minute to spare.
That is painful. Oh, there's a bomb for bombs. I think that's probably worth. Yeah, I will say you can't underestimate the power of a torch in Coda. Torches are so valuable, and I often just reset 4 torches when I'm trying to.
Yeah, trust me.
Coda.
If you don't believe that a torch like makes your Coda run so much safer, so much more consistent, try running low percent for a little while. You'll learn to miss the torches really fast.
Yeah. All right, Red Dragon fight here. It's like there's that Leprechaun for Nomkey. We're going to see it for Yuka in a second. Pretty much identical positions. There we go, bringing it about with a big wide turn for coming into that Leprechaun. Very nice. Nice form there, Yuka.
Yeah, looking like Nomkey's set up a little bit more to approach this exit directly, and is going to be the first one down into Deep Blues 1.
Again! Always Deep Blues 1, Baby Rage.
Yeah, like I said, if you wanna be consistent and place well in these tournaments, you got to be able to handle those hardball first bosses.
Oh, Yuka taking a hit. Good thing potion.
Yeah, but that does mean no items from this from being this boss. Is going to be able to finish the fight out though. Has the rune to bomb out the gold. But yeah, missing on the rewards though. Doesn't seem like there was much good though, because Nomkey seems to have taken glass armor from it, which is like pretty much the low roll.
Yeah, and should be able to be found elsewhere pretty simply. Got a bit of a torch upgrade for Nomkey. A little bit of mapping. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, Torch of Walls is... yeah, it certainly beats out the other one vision torches. Though, yeah, all that said, main role of Torch in most of these runs is to show you enemies. And whoa, what happened? I blinked and I missed it.
I'm gonna watch the replay here, and it looks like got down to 2-2, and then just missed the beat.
Ooh. Well, that is Coda for you. All it takes is
like
one moment, one little slip up. And
especially when you don't feel like you missed a beat and you just did.
This is the opportunity for Yuka to secure a foothold in this game. If they can clear this 2-2, they take the lead.
Is that cookies? You can't get cookies.
No, that's going to be some sort of familiar.
Ah, right.
Which, generally not going to be worth it. Some people like the ice familiar, but beyond that, you're generally not wanting familiar. Oh! The armadillo! Whoa!
The armadillo's throwing up the defense, and that's going to keep Nomkey in the lead. A death on 2-2. Yeah, that was, you can see the panic. It's just, that was an unfamiliar situation. It's not every day you see 3 armadillos lining up like that.
Yeah, and it's especially when when one of those situations happens, like right when, you know, just a quarter of a second ago, you were expecting to be done with the floor. Like, you just you're ready to take your hands off the keyboard for a second.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, whoop, nope, you gotta go and do another, like, couple dozen inputs to actually reach the exit. Like, that can catch you off guard so bad.
Yeah, it's pretty clear that that armadillo rolling up from the bottom caught them off guard. That's a shame. Little battle shovel action here for Yuka. Opening up some crates and finding a bunch of cornflakes. Don't want that. Ooh. Yuka taking another hit. Oh, no! Ah!
Ooh.
Looking spooked.
Yeah, it's gonna come down to whether you can shake this off and get back in the saddle. Because, yeah, Nomkey does have the lead, both with 2-2 flank plants, but Nomkey being there first means they have the advantage.
And Nomkey's almost back. Question, if you touch the chance shrine without the money, do you die?
Yes. That counts as a misbeat.
That's sad.
Same results as if you were to, you know, touch an already activated shrine, or a shrine like Pain or Sacrifice.
A little surprising not taking the Torch of Strength. I feel like with no damage and without a good torch, it's probably worth.
Obsidian is solid. It's good enough, but yeah, there's definitely debate to be made there. You could definitely take the Strength Torch, and I wouldn't think anything of it.
I feel like damage is so critical. Maybe Nomkey saw this on 2-2, because there is the Glass Torch.
Damage is critical, but it's also not hard to come by on Coda. So if you're feeling confident that you can get through another few floors on 1 damage, then yeah, sticking with the bigger torch is a reasonable take.
Oh, this is such a gross little situation here for Nomkey.
Yeah, can't really just kill that purple mushroom because you'll get winded on the gold. So having to lure stuff around, little awkward.
And it's just an entire wall of undiggable or gold. And that's pretty bad. There's
that armadillo set up.
Oh, and the yellow skeleton jumping behind to block it too. That's really bad.
Yeah, that is very rude. There we go. Okay. Baiting the armadillo out. It's a clear shot now. Although there's a cracked wall over on the left there. Might want that.
Yeah, what are we thinking? Glass shot?
Choices are glass or transmog. It's glass, so you probably just go for the shovel here.
Yep.
Could go for the kill if you wanted the jaw, but the monocle is super valuable, and yeah, gonna stick with it. Monocle's showing you that grenade charm right there. That's pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Glass Shrine that's been previously missed up to this point on Yuka's side.
Wow. Yeah, so sometimes you can try and farm up different items for your various slots so that you can get more on the glass. I know one thing I've done with Coda is try and find that early torch somewhere so that if you find the Glass Shrine, you can convert it up.
Yeah, Glass Shrine is like, it's pretty much a guarantee at some point in your run. So, yeah, I talk about a lot of that. If you're unsure of what to take, if you have like a choice of a couple items in a shop and you're unsure which one you want, and one of them fills an empty equipment slot and the other one doesn't, go for filling the equipment slot. Ooh, the double staggered bat there, just being too much for Nomkey to handle.
And 2-3 is now the flag plant to beat.
Oh, and there goes all the glass in that bounce trap headless skeleton for Yuka. That's unfortunate. I almost I feel like if I'm in Yuka's shoes, I consider just resetting on the spot for that. Like that's losing all of your equipment after glassing it like that is really unfortunate.
I feel like we're seeing some serious fatigue here. Both racers struggling here, getting to get even through Zone 2.
Yeah, we saw Kurash commenting in the race channel at the end of their set that that they were definitely feeling the fatigue. So it's it's been a long day. We've been going since it's been 5.25 hours of Coda runs.
Yeah, I certainly know for me, I'm sure you're feeling it. I know for me, if I'm going 5 hours on a tournament, it's even just commentating is really exhausting. And then imagine playing Coda for that long. Ooh. Just trying to get through. I mean, the thing about Coda too is no amount of equipment's gonna really protect you from being fatigued.
Yeah, if you're just panicking all over the place, all the safety in the world isn't gonna help you on Coda.
And it looks like Nomkey might miss out on this Leprechaun. Yeah, that Leprechaun is long gone. Back to Leprechaun land. So not gonna have the Leprechaun going through. Might be going for their own bounty.
Wow,
perhaps.
That was nicely handled from Yuka. That was a really messy bounce trap setup.
Yeah, this 1-3 has got a real set of traps here. It's real gnarly. Uh-oh.
Alright, and a pretty standard deep blues kill for... Oh, the monkey just coming out of nowhere, interrupting the Leprechaun kill. Thankfully, Yuka having the potion. And,
yep.
Yeah, it being a monkey is preferable to something that actually deals damage when you've got glass. Because, yeah, that just means the potion. Oh, but... Yeah, Yuka just uncharacteristically having trouble with Deep Blues 1.
Maybe Yuka's generally using some kind of throw fireball or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like if I were doing this, I would be looking for a build to be able to easily do Deep Blues because just handling it by attacking everything is really complicated. There's a lot to keep track of.
Yeah, but it's really important when you're at the high level in Coda play that you're able to handle it. Because, I mean, all you really have to do is learn one fight. In almost every run that isn't low percent, you're going to have at least 2 damage by the time you get to your second boss. And once you have that second damage, every Deep Blues version plays the same.
That's true. Nice job there by Nomkey using the dragon to fireball that really annoying mushroom that was in the way to get to the shop where the glass torch is. It was, I'm not sure how intentional it was, but it was really awesome. Really excellent. And just to clarify, I absolutely did not plan on saying throw bomb, because throw fireball is actually a strat, whereas throw bomb is not a strat. So
I mean, it's a strat, it's just a bad one.
True.
You know, that's you know, the whole thing I was talking about the game being fair and not just you know, giving you a way out and not just being a pile of RNG mess that just randomly kills you. Like, choosing to go for throw bomb on Deep Blues is just like saying nah to that.
Yeah,
it's just like
yeah. All right, we're gonna get ourselves a Ring of Might. We got damage. Maybe that's been the real struggle here. Just there's not a lot of damage in the seed. There's that one Torch of Strength, but now we've got ourselves a ring. We're going to pick up the Earth Spell, which I've loved seeing them use the Earth Spell. It's got some really interesting usages with deleting gold. Nomkey taking a breather here. It is Death Metal, and our first 2-4. This is not an easy one to get. Actually, no, you can. Never mind. This is an easy one to get Earth.
And you could just broke their glass shovel on top of gold.
All right. And is also gonna get through this.
Yeah,
right,
but no shovel on Coda? That's not good.
Get ready to throw your dagger.
We're almost certainly going to see a death to like an attempt at dig buffering. Just because it's so ingrained in your muscle memory that if you're off parity with something, no, just dig a wall.
I think we just saw Nomkey checking the minimap there to make sure they did not go the wrong way coming out of that boss arena.
And no shovel in the shop here.
Mm-hmm. Could always use that Minotaur to help dig the walls.
And it's looking pretty grim for Yuka at this point because, yeah, lack of shovel is going to mean that this Zone 2 is really slow, and there's only a minute left, and Nomkey is just continuing to improve their flag plant. 3-2.
3-2. Yep, 3-2. Very nice.
Yeah, like, just can't go to the right without spending a bomb without the shovel. Well, does have the dragon to help dig it out, but...
Oh my goodness. The mini-boss is here helping out, but too little too late, I'd imagine. Fireball Scroll's not going to help. Maybe a bomb spell would have been like, okay, another bomb I can use. Yeah, it's a bad layout. I mean, Zone 2 is also where you want your shovel, like, above all other zones, it feels like. Because otherwise you just got to go around.
I do have to, you know, say props to Yuka for managing to improve their flag plant with no shovel and no torch and no damage. Like, this is an absolute nothing build. And
the distance, Yuka.
This is their furthest run. So yeah, playing well on this run, but needed to be playing this well a few runs ago to keep up with Nomkey, unfortunately.
And no torch in 2-3 is pretty tough too, because there's not as many wall torches, so it's very easy to get. Oh, this is, I think, you can't pass this. Yeah,
we're past the 15-minute mark, and Nomkey, I think, not quite reaching 4-1 in time, but definitely having the flag plant victory over Yuka 34.
No, I think it was 3-4. Yeah.
So
GG.
Yeah, it's gonna be GG, and we are looking at Clash of the Titans in the finals. The two players that in one day knocked my deathless Coda record, world record, that I'd held onto for like over a year. These two people single-handedly knocked it down to third place within one day. And they're going up against each other in the finals.
That was remarkable. All right. Excellent. This is very exciting. Congratulations both to Nomkey and Kurash for some of the prize. Winning some of the prize, but who's going to win the lion's share?